folks. Welcome to another exciting episode of Buffalo Wing Review. Not coming to you live from Florida, from Mutual Riverfront Park. As always, I'm Maniac with my co-host DJ Supreme. And a very special guest, a wing connoisseur in his own right. I mean, do I call you the Simon Cowell of wings? I don't know. It's Pat Moran tweets in person. Pat Moran, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Maniac. DJ, I'm good. I'm glad to be here, man. I'm in Buffalo. It's my hometown, and I'm all about eating chicken wings whenever I get a chance to.
All about eating chicken wings. I mean, I was introduced to you over a decade ago, Buffalo Sports Daily.
Yeah.
I was on the site. I was checking for great news every day. That was the Twitter back then, to be honest. Over 10 years ago, those daily updates,
Right.
those daily blogs. Now you've kind of changed gears a little bit. The wing game. You've become a top connoisseur, someone that people look to for reviews. Do you feel a lot of pressure with that, position, or is it something that you've really taken in stride and embraced?
Well, I don't like the pressure, and I didn't mean to be serious when I did it. I started doing it on Facebook just with my friends. The story is this, man. I didn't eat chicken wings when I was young, growing up in Buffalo, which I know is blasphemy. Didn't start having them until I was in my early 30s. I moved to Florida, and when I did have them in Buffalo, I always had the same one or two pizzeria places. I didn't go out, I didn't venture anywhere for wings, because they were always a secondary thing to me.
Let me stop you right there real quick. So you grew up in Buffalo.
Right.
How was no one throwing chicken wings in your face 24/7?
Because I have terrible parents.
Okay, well that's fair to say. I mean, if you're gonna throw your parents under the bus,
Bad parenting, we get pizza.
I see
Maybe
people,
because we were poor, we didn't get pizza and wings, so we could only afford the pizza.
All right, well
Just got used to not having them.
that's a fair take. I mean, I've seen people and met people from around the area who've never been to a Bills or Sabres game, and I don't understand how that's possible. So I guess I can believe you didn't get wings late to the wing game. Like a lot of superstars are now, like they just don't play sports until they're 15 or 16. You hit your stride, so then tell me a little bit more about what's developed.
So I go to Florida, and I started having chicken wings down there, and every single place I went to was awful. They were terrible. I was like, ugh. So I came back to Buffalo in the winter of 2016, my first trip back after moving there, and I decided I'd start going out and having wings, and then I like to power rank things. So no matter what it is in life, man.
2019
TV shows,
power rankings.
Exactly. So I started going to a couple places here and there, and I power rank them, and I put them up on Facebook. I'd write a little review, a quarterback comparison. I would review a wing place, and I would pick a quarterback that place reminded me of. And I started doing it as a joke on Facebook, and it kind of took off. So then I started, when I had my blog, I started writing some posts up about it, and it just really took off, which is cool. And don't get me wrong, I like everyone reading and having an opinion, but I didn't take myself serious. And people are taking what I say a lot more serious than I'm taking myself. So now I've gotten to the point where I went to a couple places and I try to be honest, and I have a review that's not very favorable, and I get attacked by fans. Just like when somebody for the Bills, you write a bad column, you write a mean column, and people come after you, fans. It's kind of getting that way now with chicken wings. The chicken wing game, dude, it's vicious.
It kind of reminds me of our last review that we just posted, Union Pub. Not the most savory of reviews, but we have to be honest for the fans.
You have to.
We have to.
Yeah, I mean, some of these places we've been to before and had better experiences, but it's about that one review. We want that, by the fan perspective. The fan is going in there and getting the wings the one time. They don't look back on the other 10 times and are like, oh, they were good then. So, yeah, it's a tough responsibility ranking these wings. And we learned firsthand at Trainwreck Sports, Supreme, wings are something that this Buffalo area takes very seriously.
Very serious.
Oh, very, very seriously. And we've gotten all sorts of feedback, and we're just in the early stages of our reviews.
Right.
And I mean, the feedback has been great. People, there's certain people, they're dug in to the wings that they like, that they love. And I don't know, you were saying that you had stuck to a few spots when you were first eating wings in Buffalo before you had left for Florida. Do you remember what those spots were?
Yeah, I used to go to Bella Pizza all the time because my wife, we lived in Lackawanna, so that was in the South Towns. I grew up on the west side of Buffalo, so I always was going to Lenova's. I had Anchor Bar because at the time that was, it still is one of the most famous places. It's an iconic name, at least, for chicken wings. So it's pretty much just those 2 or 3 places would be the only spots I'd go to. So I never went to the Bar Bills and the Elmos and the 911 Tavern and places like Gene and all these other places all over. I didn't go to them. And it wasn't until the last couple of years I started doing it. One thing, too, and I didn't expect this, you guys are sports guys first and foremost. Sometimes not everyone cares about sports. So you can have a take on the Bills and half the people don't care. But everybody has an opinion, in Buffalo at least, when it comes to chicken wings. So the engagement percentage is just so much bigger. And that's something I never in a million years expected.
Absolutely. And you said that Bella, you like that in the early stages. Any of the wing spots now, like where are your go-to places nowadays?
Well, my current rankings, 9/11 is my favorite place. I'm a big fan of Elmo's. Audubon North and Amherst is a place I like a lot. I just taped the show last night, in fact, at O'Neill's in Orchard Park, which people associate O'Neill's with binge drinking, Bills games, Sunday fun days, home games, which is true. But they actually have a sneaky good menu. They got like 50-something flavors of wings, so I really enjoy them a lot. And I'm trying to think, Amherst Ale House, that's another one. I know.
Gotta love Amherst.
Gotta throw a nice throw out to AAH, strong North Towns representative
big
there.
fans of theirs.
Absolutely, absolutely. It sounds like you're leaning a little towards the South Towns, though. And
I am. I started, I did
there.
a lot of Southtown stuff, and now I'm trying to work my way up to the city and go to more places north in the North Towns. It's
that's good.
It's a lot of fun. I think I've done 44. This will be 45 right here, so I'm excited about it.
That's awesome.
Well, hey, Buffalo Wing Reviews, sponsored by Westher, 24 locations all over Western New York. Make them the place for your next vehicle. Last but not least, before we crack these bad boys open, Pat, drums or flats? Lay it on me.
Flats.
Okay. Any reason, any science, any mind or matter on that?
I feel like I can eat the entire wing.
Okay.
Whereas the drums, I think the crisp gets left. This is another thing too. I've had to learn. Okay. I used to be real particular with how I like my chicken wings. I still like them flat, but I used to ask for them to be extra saucy. And at one point, and I know this is an unpopular opinion in Buffalo, not crispy. Okay.
Oh wow.
Not crispy.
Now that's crazy.
It
That's
is crazy.
I'm a maniac, and that's crazy.
I'm
I know
gonna give you
crazy
more
when I see
craziness.
it.
There's more craziness. There's more craziness. To this day, I don't like blue cheese or ranch, so I don't dip.
I'm with you on that.
And but in the interest of fairness, I feel like if you're going to go to a place and you're going to evaluate a chicken wing, I think you should always try to order them the same. So now I just say, give me a medium wing, and whatever they get, they get.
So this is right up your alley then.
It is right.
Every place we've done a standard order. The only place that knew we were coming was Duff's for our first review for episode 0. And we are here to review in the Southern Tier, Gene Mccarthy's. I mean, an old style house looking place. I mean, you walk in, you're not sure if you walked into, your uncle's spot to watch a Bills game or you're there to have a beer. Conehead was in there when we went in. I thought that was a great omen, but what are your guys' thoughts on Gene Mccarthy's? Have you been there before?
I have been there before. I've actually taken the longest lunch break of my entire young career. It was about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Came here with a car full of people from a job that I worked at in Larkin, and it was a great time. Don't get me wrong. And the wings were fantastic. We ordered a few different varieties, but it was definitely one for the record books, and hopefully not to be broken in the future.
And in Chris Jericho's words, are these wings on your list already?
No.
Okay, so you've never had them before. You like to give the debut. We're going to go with the official unboxing here. Okay, so right away, I mean, I'm seeing not very much sauce to go around on there, Pat. What do you think?
Yeah, they're definitely lightly sauced. I would say light for sure.
Light sauce, but a very crispy looking wing, at least from here.
Yeah, you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge a wing by its outside. I think it's time to go, boys.
Let's go.
I'm going to go no dip, flat. Let's see.
No dip. No dip at all.
Oh, yeah.
So
Got a nice initial crisp.
Sauce was hiding on the bottom, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little sauce in
Saucier
there.
than they look.
And I'll tell you what, this medium's got a little pep in its step. You can tell right away. It's not going to be something that goes right away. It's going to be something that sticks around. It's lingering. That's what you're looking for.
You know what? I like the first bite. It's a nice, clean wing.
Yeah.
It's not messy or sloppy like some wings can be.
These got crisp, but they're not too crispy.
Exactly. Just a little something to let you know they're there. Wow, really good.
I'm enjoying these.
Medium spice is nice.
It's a nice little tingle. It's not nothing more, nothing less.
All right, I'm gonna make a move. I'm gonna go with a drum. I'm gonna remove a little move there. Let's see what this has got to offer.
You stay with the drum, or you go with the drum. I'm gonna stay with the nice, safe flat.
Oh wow!
And you are right. These are definitely saucier on the bottom, which I like personally.
I can hear that crunch, boys. That's
Yeah.
what you're looking for. Captain Crunch on these bad boys.
Oh yeah. You know what? One thing I did want to make mention of with all the National Chicken Wing Day, the
Hoopla.
media friendly-
The hoopla.
The hoopla. I was looking through our emojis that we have on our keyboards. There's no flat chicken wing emoji.
There is
I
a
was
drum.
personally very offended.
There is a drum.
but no flat.
That is
I would
offensive.
personally like to petition Emoji to bring in a flat chicken wing in their next software release.
I'll sign it.
I know the three of us will sign it. Many others will too. But I thought it was a little biased, a little unfair to just have the drum there.
Strong move by you petitioning in 2019, because we all know that's the way you get things done.
Did you have a problem with anyone on Twitter ridiculing National Wing Day because people were excited?
No.
About it being a
I
wing
mean,
day?
I get like that we do it every day, but in Buffalo it's a lifestyle. It's not
Sure.
just a one-day thing. But why would I not be excited about it in Buffalo?
Right.
If I'm in Nebraska and it's National Corn Day, am I just like, oh, just because I'm a big corn boss, like I'm not excited? Like, no,
Right.
I'm getting even more excited. I'm pumped. I'm leading the way, baby.
I agree, 100%.
Absolutely. There's always room to celebrate chicken wings, even if it is a lifestyle of ours.
Tell you what, I wish I could bring this place to me back in Florida.
I want to bring some of our past correspondents into it. I think this has a little bit of the it factor that the Wing King was talking about. And I think what Del Reed was talking about last week, it's got a little substance. It's got some solid white meat. It's got some substance.
Had a juicy last bite on this drum too. That was nice.
Very
I
impressed.
don't know.
All right,
What
you
do you
guys,
think,
you guys
boys?
ready
You
to cross?
dialing
You
in?
guys ready to cross the T's and dot the I's?
I think so. I think it would only be polite of us to have our guest give the rating first.
Kick us off, PMT.
I
Want
think
to post?
I would go solid mid 80s. 84, 85. Well, I know it's only got to be one.
Oh yeah, you got to pick one.
All right,
if
let's
you go
go.
84.6, you'd be the first person to drop a decimal.
You know what? I'm going to go 85. These are really good bar chicken wings, and McCarthy's is the kind of place you could go in, get your drink on, and have good food to go with it, man. I think an 85 for me sounds about right.
Absolutely.
Supreme, drop it on me.
Sure. I'm going to go with a strong 88. I thought the crispiness was perfect. I liked how there was a little bit of hidden sauce on the other side of it. It had the perfect amount of spice, in my opinion, for a medium wing. So going 88.
I think we're all living in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood on this one. I am going to drop a David Nelson and an 86 on it. These are great wings, great substance, great texture, good crispiness, and the white meat underneath. You can never put a good price on solid bites of good white meat.
No doubt.
This reminds me, Sal Capaccio, who I had on my show. I love Sal.
Love
Nobody
him.
respects
So do
him
we.
more than me, but
Uh-oh.
Sal Capaccio had the worst take ever on chicken wings last night.
Drop it on us.
He said that all chicken wings to him pretty much are the same.
Wow.
Minus size. Size matters, he said that, but beyond that, Sal said that pretty much all chicken wings taste the same. I couldn't disagree more. I love Sal to death, but no way.
Well, safe to say, the Wing King is not going to have Sal write the wing constitution anymore, because we know all wings are, in fact, not
Sorry,
created
Sal.
equal. For my co-host, DJ Supreme, our guest, Pat Moran, thank you very much for joining us on this episode of Buffalo Wing Review. As we always say, good wings now.